This one's going to be shorter, but we're going to cover something that's quite important: setting up multiple jobs to render out. There are a number of reasons why you might need to do this. The two most common are that a single project contains a number of timelines that have been graded and now need delivering, or that you need to provide certain parts of the edit for VFX artists in need of plates to work with. On longer form projects, a client might also request to spot check scenes from a feature film as well. To deliver multiple jobs, you simply need to set multiple jobs up, and we'll do that first. What I'll do is I'll render out several chunks of this timeline, and I can set in points and out points on the timeline down here by dragging my playhead around and hitting I for an in point and O for an out point. Now, when I render, you can see this little dialog here says render in-out range or entire timeline. I'm rendering a single clip and only within these two I/O points. I'm going to call this clip part 1, and I'm going to make sure that it's put in its corresponding deliverables folder. I'm then going to hit add to render queue, and we have a job up there. I'm not going to render that job yet. I'm going to set a second job going, call it part 2, and then add that to the render queue. See, I now have 2 jobs here. And then I'm going to render a third one, I/O, call it part 3, and now I have 3 jobs. Now I can render these one at a time. If I click Start Render, only the jobs with white borders are rendered out, so I can either Control click or Shift click to select multiple jobs, and then I just need to hit the Start Render button, and sure enough, these will all then render out in succession. If we have multiple timelines in our edit, all we need to do is go back to the Edit panel, navigate to that timeline, and then set the render job up in that timeline using the Delivery panel. Doing that, we can then render multiple jobs from different timelines out like this as well. Now, this covers rendering out multiple jobs from Resolve in the most efficient way possible. In the next lecture, we're going to cover the final step of the XML round trip. Click on through to the next lecture when you're ready.